Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am the one, the only, the Tripped Out C, and today I want to make a video because we did indeed just get announced that we are going to be getting more RedZone stages on JP Dokkan for the upcoming New Year's, against movie version 2. RedZone, and just give my thoughts on this. Obviously you'll get great things, but there's a few things that I wanted to get off my chest with this video. And when I first originally read the news that we were getting more villain RedZone stages, I was a little disappointed, to be honest with you, because with the news that they of course are dropping Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Fist Goku, I was hoping it would be a really good time for Dokkan to maybe drop some super class RedZone fights. Although you don't have to call it the Red Zone, you could call it the Ultimate Blue Zone or something. But I thought it would have been a really good time to do it. I'm starting to get really tired of just all the tough fights being against villains, because there are some characters in the game who greatly benefit more from fighting, say, super class enemies, like fighting like a Goku, a Gohan, a Vegeta, and things of that nature. And so I'm sitting here thinking, with some of the recent units that we have received from the Trio Super Saiyan Carnival LR Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks we got Goku and Vegeta from the Metal Cooler movie last year. We got Carnival Goku, and things of that nature. I felt like it would have been a really good time to give a super class stage to Reds instead of it always being villains, because at this point we currently only have one fight against super class enemies, and that's the Gamma fight in the Red Ribbon Army RedZone. And so I just also want to take time to talk about characters who would greatly benefit from there potentially being a super class RedZone stages. And just a couple of the other characters I could list off the bat who could be potential opponents: Orange Piccolo, Gogeta Blue, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. You could have done one for Beast Gohan. You know, I mean, we had the 8th anniversary event, which has, you know, some resemblance of a super class movie enemy, but it's only like 2-3 stages, right? And it really disappoints me, because some of the characters in the game would greatly benefit from having to fight against Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Goten, Trunks, things of that nature. So we obviously see Tao and Dr. Wheeler are going to be stages in the upcoming RedZone. Kind of an interesting choice. So I see they're going back to the original Z movies and including Dr. Wheelo in it as well. But you also see that we will be getting a new support memory with the Pride of the God of Destruction. Now, what this could mean, since we have the buff for movie heroes, we could now potentially get a support memory to buff movie bosses specifically. More news will be announced about this later on, and I'm going to be curious to see what it is. But you'll also get RedZone ticket and Dragon Stones. But the powerful enemies that attack Goku and his friends and numerous movie versions will attack one after another. And I don't really enjoy this. I want to change the content. I'm getting sick of villains. Like, cool. The fact that we're getting more tough stages, I enjoy. I don't mind the difficult content, but I want some super class stuff fights. And so I also want to take the time to talk about a couple characters who I feel would greatly benefit from having a super class RedZone. And let's start with number 1. We're gonna start with Evil Boo. Why because he has a condition where he gets guard activated against all attacks if there's a Majin Buu Saga or a Fused Fighters category enemy. Dude, prime time. Drop Gogeta Blue. Make this guy runnable, even though he doesn't have a great team to run him on. Bro, give us a Gogeta Blue fight. And the anniversary fight, yeah, you get some of those, but you can do those one time and you're done with it, right? I mean, certainly they're gonna add more missions, but something like this, no, prime time. Let's drop some super difficult super class fights. Next up, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Why? What does he want to fight? Pure Hybrid Saiyans. Think about it. You could drop Gokus. You could drop Gohans. You could drop Goku and Vegeta fights, you know? And this guy would look fantastic. Even though he I don't think he's really aged horribly, but this restriction I think has really kind of killed him as a unit. If I could think of a really tough pure Hyper Saiyan fight, I'd go to the Gods and Mortals event, or I'd go to the 8th anniversary event. Or since we just had the Super Dragon Ball Heroes RedZone, we had the fight against Cumber, which was against a pure Saiyan. But guess what? He was also an extreme class pure Saiyan enemy, and I feel like Broly would get a lot more uses if we could make this restriction a real thing. Now we have the stuff like the Legendary Goku events, stuff like that, and keep adding missions, but it's not 2021. It's not 2020 anymore. You know what year we're on here? We're on 2023. This has not been a great condition recently. Another prime example. Bingo! Look who just released in 2023. Turles. What does he want? A Goku family character. Bro, drop some fights against Goku from the movies. Tech God Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Dragon Fist, Super Saiyan Goku. Bro, you're wasting these characters on these restrictions. And if they want use, well, we need fights that can make these restrictions not as such of a pain in the ass to get. This was such a stupid condition. I don't even know why the hell they gave them this. If this was literally just, as long as there's maybe a super class category enemy, I'd have been fine with that. But no, they restricted it to Goku family, which is just terrible. Next up, Android 13. Why? Because with his EZA, guess what? He wants to fight Goku. Look at this. He launches an addition, gets a high chance to become a super tank when you're fighting a Goku. There are no difficult fights against Gokus. And then when you transform into Fusion Android 13, guess what? He gets additional stats and a high chance of performing a crit. When you're fighting Super Saiyan enemies, he gets additional stats and gets crit when there's a Goku. Bro, this is prime time. If you're gonna have these restrictions, you need to drop content that fits these characters. This is why I feel like these EZA for Android 13 is completely washed and completely not worth anything. Because these restrictions right here are just complete ass. They're so dumb. Now, they did just drop a recent event when they dropped the Android 21, but that event does not stand up to RedZone Fusion Zamasu, or RedZone Goku Black, or 8th Anniversary Omega and Sen Shenron. Like, it makes these characters worthless. It makes all of this just fodder, dog shit. I don't want it on here. If it was just a super class category enemy, that would be okay, because then you could take him into the game as fight, and he'd actually serve a purpose. The other one, of course, we got this piece of dog shit. Look at this. He can transform when there's a pure Hyper Saiyan enemy for the start of the 3rd turn, or you have to wait till the 6th turn. And then when you transform with him, he gets extra stuff when he's fighting pure or hybrid Saiyan enemies. Wow! Shocker! Why can't Dokkan? Yo, let's get some really good movie hero fights. Give us Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Give us give us Ultimate Beast Gohan. Give us the trio Super Saiyans. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Super Saiyan Goku. Things of that nature. And I feel like these characters get more use, but when you put these shitty restrictions on them, this doesn't get me hyped up anymore. I'm sick of villains. I want super class fights. And so that's pretty much all I gotta say. Y'all give me your thoughts. Are you hyped that we're getting more villains, or would y'all enjoy seeing more super class enemies? Y'all let me know down below in the comments section. This has been the Tripped Out C. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.